My name is Lee Farrar, and I've actually been going to Dr. Madeira for about a year. And I didn't start out being so enthusiastic. I got some information through a friend, and I thought that people went to chiropractic care because they had bad backs. So that wasn't something that I had an interest in. And so, long story short, I went on the website because I'm the analytical type. I like information. And so I started reading up on the website. It's very informative. So if you haven't gone there, I encourage you to do that. drmad.com, I believe. And when I went on the website, I started learning about subluxations and the vertebrae, and I'd like to know how many and all that information. I went in for the x-ray, and actually when I got the results, I came back. That evening I got the results, and I remember I cried. I mean, I boo-hooed when I saw how crooked, how the curvature was in my spine. And interestingly, some of that was genetic because I remembered, you know, you start having flashbacks of your past. And my grandfather, my paternal grandfather, and my father, I remember they both had a lean. Like their hips were like to the left. And some of that, I had a lean to the left. And prior to that, I remember I went to my physician because I noticed that my height was shrinking. I'm about 5'10" easily, and I looked like I was getting shorter. And I was too young to be having shrinkage. And what was happening is when I went to the chiropractor, it began to make sense when I saw the x-rays because there was a curvature. And so my spine was actually just curving. And so my height was getting reduced. And interestingly, I've learned that I probably would stand about 6 feet tall if my spine was perfectly aligned. And I'm proud about our height. I had a great uncle that stood about 7 feet. So the height's in our family. But long story short, after I started chiropractic care and about a month later, I ended up in a hospital. And it wasn't related to chiropractic care. There was some other health conditions going on that I wasn't aware of, and still the doctors haven't identified that. But I had an episode of a pulmonary embolism. And for my age, they were wondering, you know, what is this all about? It's not matching up. But because I had started the care, and I attribute this to some of the treatment I was receiving, I have recovered like this. They were amazed. They came in my room, and they're like, we're going to discharge you because your heart rate, I mean, within moments, my heart rate had just like peaked. I was at 99%. I didn't need any oxygen within the same day. And so there was just progressive care over that period of time. And then I continued to go back to chiropractic care. And I was also on medication prior to that for years. Again, hereditary types of things. I had been diagnosed with endometriosis. And with that, they give you birth control pills, which the doctor said that did not cause the pulmonary embolism. And I'm just sharing this information with you because if you're a skeptic like myself, you know, I like information. And so I began to start piecing things together. And so what I realized was that, so after I had that hospitalization, the doctor said, you'll never take another birth control pills for that because no one will prescribe it for you. You know, they don't want to get sued or something. So I didn't get anything. So I'm not on anything. And I've been using, in addition to chiropractic care, some natural medicine that is available. I take this cream, use this cream, and it's all natural, and I haven't been on any medication in that sense. I'm running up steps, and I could ride a bike. I mean, I'm flying around on a bike, and I'm in really good. I feel really good about that. And I just want to mention one thing. Recently, if I may, just recently, I went in, I kept hearing about the power on. You know, Dr. Madeira, they talk about, they give you the adjustment. And I was very optimistic about it, very prayerful about it. And I said, I want this power, God. I want to be able to have my arm. I was experiencing some pain in my arm. I sit at a computer. Long story short, I was in the office one time, and I prayed. And way back in the day, I remember doctors were considered healers. I mean, you may believe this or not, but I said, okay, God, I want to see the healing released through the doctor. If it's available, I believe it is, and I prayed. And I went in the office that day, and Dr. Kelly was there. And I got on the table, and I was experiencing some pain and different things. And Dr. Kelly said, "You ready to get your power on?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready for some power today." And she did that adjustment, and I mean, from that point on, I've been like, my health has just kind of peaked. I mean, like I said, I feel really good. I work with students. I'm running up steps and everything. And so it does work. And so I encourage you to review the website and take the risk. And so I encourage you to take that risk.